Hello, Makio. How you doing? What the something's doesn't seem to be working with my chat. What the heck is this? I got a random YouTuber's phone number because I said I real one in their chat. Wait, you sent your real phone number? Bro, why? Why would you do that? No, no smile. Dumbass. Don't do that. That's um that's a recipe for a disaster. Yeah, but dumbass, don't worry. Hello, Cherry. Yeah, that's what I said as well. Why would you do that? Yeah, I kind of want this dialogue too. Okay, so the dialogue can be here. But the bubble itself will kind of cut into the door or frame, I guess. Oh, that's why. Okay, and with the feet. You typed out so many feet emojis I can't even see in the chat box. Ah, Jesus. I'm gonna have to ban the feet emoji. Is that what I'm gonna have to do? This place is a mess. Okay, so I think that the order of the bubble should be like first, second, third, fourth. Okay, so we need like two more. I have a question for you guys. Does it say um slow mode in the chat? Like when you guys were typing, like it gives you a second or something. Not yet, no. Try typing two letters really quickly, like one after the other. Either way, hello Jimmy, how you doing? And hello Raga. I think I saw you for a second there. Okay, yes. Okay, there we go. All right. You think I should increase it to 3 seconds or keep it at 1 second? French, German. Jersey accents are saucy. Indeed they are. Yeah, I'm gonna see 3 seconds because if like if 1 second is like barely noticeable, I think 3 seconds is better. It's basically a spam avoidance. Let's see how 3 seconds is. You guys will let me know. Oh wait, now it says. That's weird. It should have always. It should have always said it in the chat, like in the first thing it's supposed to kind of show up, but maybe because I have it set as a like a default, that's why it doesn't show the message probably. I can't even type that fast. Yeah, I don't really type super fast either. I don't think it was working earlier, honestly. Yeah, Cherry said it showed up, so like if I tried it, it probably wouldn't work for me just because I'm the streamer. So I had to ask you guys to try that out. But yeah, Cherry said it showed up. What the heck is this song? Delete. Actually, I'm gonna change the playlist. Let's go to this one. Ere Yamakio Gar. But yeah, basically what I'm doing today, Jimmy, is just putting in the um dialogues. I did this before stream. I finished it, the art of it. Oh, I just I got scared for a second because I didn't know if the hand that is visible here has a tattoo or not. But I think it's this hand that has the tattoo. So we're good. We're good. Um, you playing music in the background on Twitch? Yeah, I'm always playing music on Twitch. It never, it's not supposed to ever play on YouTube because it'll just get banned. But yeah, I'm listening to Linkin Park. This place kind of stinks. Lord, this place is a mess. Watch your step. Okay, let's. Laura, there. Broken glass on the floor. Watch it. I think that's better because that will give us information as to why there's going to be, because there's going to be a bunch of cicadas inside of the cabin for the first jump scare, so this gives us information to connect that. There is broken glass. all over the floor. Watch it. Yeah, when I'm writing dialogue, I'm trying to think of like not just what the characters would sound like or what like they have to say to move the plot forward, but I'm also trying to fit in pieces of information that makes sense in that context. There's there's some guides that I have to read about writing dialogue that will probably help me do a much better job than this, but this is like the bare minimum that I that I have to work with right now. This kind of stinks. Where is book class on the floor? Watch it. What would she say back? Hey, you said you're gonna go on Twitch. I guess I'll see. Oh, you're on Twitch. Hello. What's that character like? Which character? The guy, I guess, is this guy, probably. The one that's saying there's glass on the floor, it's uh this girl. One with the black hair and the glasses. She's um I guess like the serious she's a serious type that seems to be like critical or sometimes mean, but she actually cares. I guess. Something like that. And then her twin sister is supposed to be her, but she looks very, very different, so she's the other way around. She pretends not to care by being playful and like pretending not to notice things, but she actually cares. So they're like on two sides of that don't care spectrum, I guess. That's their dynamic. Yeah, like an introverted versus extroverted character. Hmm. While I'm thinking about the dialogue, I'm gonna move these a little bit. I need this to be more like here. I need this to be up here a bit, I guess. I could put this up further. Um, while I'm thinking about dialogue and stuff, how was you guys' week so far. I guess we're only on Tuesday, right? What are you guys up to? I'm probably gonna stream like one or two more times, and then I'll be off for a bit on like a little bit before the weekend, and then throughout the weekend because I'll be busy. Hello, Yay, how you doing? Just so you know, you're my favorite streamer. Why? Why? Because you're the only streamer I actually watch. You're fun to talk to, and your art is very good. Oh, okay. I'll accept that compliment in that case. I was thinking that you guys should probably find a more age appropriate streamer because I have no idea what you guys are talking about half the time. Um, why slow mode on to prevent what's it called? Spam. I don't know if 3 seconds is too much, but I had 1 second before and no one could no one could tell that there was a slow mode on, so I changed it to 3 seconds to see if that would help. That way, if like we have someone who I know it might affect you guys too, because sometimes you want to post a lot of emojis, but then you could just dump one set every 3 seconds, and that's as long as it goes on screen. I think, anyways. Slow the spread of putrid infection. Yeah. Uh. Also, how you doing, more? Dust is damp and clumpy. Um. I feel like this should be taller, so I'm gonna go back on this a bit. Yeah, this is better. Hmm. Makes sense. Good. How about you? Oops, I gotta go. Okay, all right. Take your time, I guess. No way. Am I sleeping here? Tired. Have a canker sore or cut on tip of my tongue, which is a real drag. Haven't had anything like that in a while. I don't know what even causes that. Maybe like it happened earlier on. I heard about I remember reading that the reason that you stub your toe and all that kind of stuff throughout your youth is because your body is constantly growing, so your brain doesn't understand your like it doesn't have a frame of reference for your proportions because it's constantly changing. Maybe it's the same way with your mouth, is what I'm thinking. That'd be interesting. But I'll perform my songs all the same. Perform your song. Hope you're pulling through with all your daily duties. Seems like yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be busier towards the end of the week, so I'm anticipating not being able to stream. Definitely not on Saturday. Probably safe to say not on Sunday too. Friday is iffy, if possible, but still kind of probably not because I have to prepare for Saturday. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Even then, maybe I'll be too tired on Wednesday, Thursdays. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll take tomorrow, um, and like put some serious effort into getting that last page progress as far as I can, and then hopefully try to finish it off um by Saturday. I'll probably do a bunch of work on it on Thursday. If I can do a really long stream, like if I get most of my work done tomorrow, I can have Thursday to stream longer than usual. Cause then I'm gonna be off for like 5 days almost, right? Like wait, oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll be back on Monday maybe. Like 3, 4 days. And good luck with all that. Don't feel too worried about streaming. You've done good progress on Come so far. I guess. Where was I? I guess I can use this. No, it's this one. Oh, okay. So I guess that doesn't clip to it already. What happens if I do this? Oh, okay. That's acceptable, I think. Welcome back. Like this one should be on top. I'll erase it around her head, but for now I just want to get the shape correct. What's the time spent as of now? Oh, buddy, it's rough. So like about 16 hours. I think that's better here. Like a rough kind of, because I'm trying too hard to make things I don't know, like a particular way. But I took a look just now at like manga panels and they're pretty varied. For example, these older ones, they have like a some of them have hard edges or like soft edges, I guess. But they're trying to do that pentagonal form and it just doesn't look right. It looks weird. So yeah, this looks better. I'll do that. Like if it has like little imperfections at the edges, I'm not even gonna. Doesn't matter. Just need to make sure that it's evenly spaced and stuff like that. That's more important. Like in regard to the text inside of the center. See how like the T's on both ends, there's like a difference between the space. I need to kind of fix that. So like the space between the top and the bottom, and then the sides and the sides. That's what I should be getting, or trying to make like properly spaced, rather than getting like the outside shape of it looking a certain way. And then I remember there's a tip where if you want to join bubbles, you should like follow a rule, which is like you start from the center of this bubble, and then you go to the center of the other bubble. Like when you're trying to join them like that. That was a little thick, but like because I was doing a bunch of other things and I didn't know if this was working or not. Like for example, one of the things that I was doing before was I was trying to draw from. You see how like the sentence ends here? So I thought that it should be, as a rule, drawn from the end of the sentence to the beginning of the sentence in the other bubble, right? So it would be something like that, right? But it looks jacked up, and it's a rigid rule that kind of it doesn't work. Like it's weird. And then I learned about the center to center, and it just works better. You can even, what's it called? You could even go like around stuff and it still works as long as you're going to the center of the other one. But yeah, center to center is a good rule for connecting bubbles. Very cool. Wonder what part of our brain makes it work like that. There's so much things like that, where like it comes down to some rule in our brain that dictates how we're supposed to design things to work optimally, or to for us to perceive it optimally. It's called Gestalt principles. So like there's principles of design which I guess are very broad. They can apply to various disciplines, but then there's the Gestalt principle, which is strictly to do with visuals, with how we perceive things psychologically, I guess. I have to read about it more, obviously, but that's one of the things that they explore when they're trying to design basically anything for visual consumption. So whichever part of the brain does the visuals, maybe maybe that's what is largely responsible for it, for those rules. But yeah, I need to make this less visible so I can, I guess I can do everything in one shot with this layer. Basically what I want to do is have the bubbles be behind the pole, and basically go into the cabin because that's where they are. They're talking from inside the cabin. Yeah, it works good. Nice. And there's like words that are kind of covered. This one's mostly covered, I guess. But you can tell what they are, so it's all good. It's not like they're super important pieces of dialogue anyways, but yeah. And you can infer who's speaking because I think the names were established beforehand. Well, I'll have to go back and check, but yeah. I think this layer I need to get rid of this. But yeah, it helps. This dialogue has actually helped it a bit in terms of showing like which pieces of wood are in front and are in the back because before, because of the texture, I guess it was kind of blending in a bit, which I could have fixed if it wasn't for the blurbs of dialogue. I could have fixed by exaggerating the shading a bit where there's like light and dark areas. This thunk needs more emphasis on it, so I'll probably use an effect layer to like make like a radius or something, a blast radius around it. Yeah, so we know who Laura is. We know this is Laura. We know that we know that she isn't Laura. I was looking for her name, but she doesn't. It wouldn't make sense for her to say her sister's name back. Like it's just kind of weird to speak like that. So yeah, the information is there. Might have some leaves. I forgot to put the leaves in this one, but it doesn't matter, I don't think. Because they're kind of in a confined space. They're like in that little box area here. I can have some leaves here. Or I might not even bother. Because, yeah, it doesn't matter that much. It's not that important. We'll see how I feel later. Fucking hell. I think I want this one to be. The fuck? Yeah. Make it like a small dialogue here. Doesn't need to have like a border because it kind of already does. It's in that space there. So next piece of dialogue should be like here-ish. Should probably be. I mean, it could be like here, and then it jumps over. It jumps over the gun, and then yeah, here. That makes sense because like we'll read that first because we're coming down from here. Thunk, and then we read the dialogue. Whoa, and then we go over here. Probably say something like, what's the other guy's name? Alex, check out what I found, or something like that. Or look what we have here. No, check it out. Look what I found. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's seems like it. Let's go with that. I couldn't fit the ammo boxes in a clear kind of. I guess they can talk about it in the next page and like show that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was I guess I'll talk from time to time about the games that I'm playing. I just kind of downloaded, or I buy whatever is bundled, like a complete edition. At least 50% off. Some of them I've gotten for 60 plus, 60 to 70. Some of them even 80 to 90% off. Um, I guess right now I'm playing like a couple at a time. Depends on my mood. Dragon's Dogma. Um, Besides Zenless on Zero is what I mean. So Dragon's Dogma, Hogwarts Legacy, and something else. It's slipping my mind. Let me check what it was. Oh yeah, Neo 2. Neo 2 is basically Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer with like a more realistic kind of setting, I guess. Dark Souls Demon Slayer. Hogwarts Legacy feels very bare bones. And Dragon's Dogma, it feels like a missed opportunity, even though it's like they made some good adjustments, I guess, from the first part, but also they took away a bunch of things that were working. I don't know if it's because I'm familiar with the series, but it feels very easy. Maybe later it'll get hard. Was the last console you had a PS4? Yeah. And then I had a PS3 before that, and I had a PS2 before that. So I'm a Sony bro, I guess. Without the like, I don't even know. Is that considered Sony bro? Because I have Nintendo from like GameCube and on, except for the Switch generation. I stopped at the Wii U. But my favorite console for games was probably the PlayStation 2. The console I played the most is PlayStation 3. I mean, the Wii U is like the mark of the beast. Kind of, yeah, I guess. I think the main game that I was playing on that, uh like I have Smash Bros. For it, but I didn't really play because when I used to like I wanted to use it as like a party game system, but then I moved up pretty far, so we didn't really get to use that much. Everyone's kind of busy, so the only game I really played on it, other than that – and Splatoon, I guess I try that a bit, but Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's a really I like that game. It feels like they it's like with a lot of properties. Nintendo isn't the only company that's guilty of this, but you have like a property that has like a potential, but because you have established IPs that you can make more money by being lazier with, like Pokemon or something, you're just going to, I guess, invest in those ones instead. Having that really weighs against any loyalty. For whatever reason, I thought you would be the kind of guy to just have a PS3 and that would be what you used until the PS5. I did buy them later, so like I think the each of the consoles I probably bought them a year or two into the cycle, at least a year. I'm not doing the stand outside type thing. I did that once, but it was for my brother because he wanted to have a Call of Duty game for his birthday. So I skipped school and I waited outside for Black Ops, I think the first one. But I've never been the type to like buy it day one, blah blah blah. There is a hype effect for games, eh? Like I've waited like between 1 and 3 years for most of the games that I buy for them to go on like 50% off at least with like a bundle with all the DLCs. Um and like a lot of the games I was like super hyped to play when I was seeing them release, but then a lot less like you care for it I guess a lot less after that. I wonder what that like effect is. Like once I get to playing them, especially if it's a kind of gameplay that I know that I'm gonna enjoy, like I personally enjoy it, the art or something about the game, then it then I get invested. But I guess it's like a propaganda effect or something when like the game is just about to release and you have all the hype news about it and stuff. don't know what about this is making this difficult for the computer, but it's having trouble. I'll try closing some stuff. That's a little better. But not by much. Maybe I'll close some more stuff. Let's see. I can close. I have Discord open for no reason. I'll close that. Close. Again, just a little bit better. Okay, I think I did this. I think I've completed this page. I don't need leaves. I'm just gonna not do that. It doesn't really add anything. Oh, hello, potato. I didn't see you in the. Damn it! It's doing that again. It's not checking all the chats for me. Oh well. Yeah, I think that was over 20 minutes ago. Sir Potato, gotcha. I watched some weird, I guess, YouTube documentary about gotcha. It's kind of, I guess, like Roblox, where you have like a bunch of weird adults, I guess, playing it as well. Or I guess like people who were playing it as kids and continued to play it into adulthood, but started to make adult-oriented content. in that same niche, I guess. All right, so 16. So let's just say 17 hours. 17 hours. I've reverted. I mean, it's more complex than I guess this one. But yeah, I need to get back to working faster. What did I do for this one that made me so fast? Because it was 20 across these pages, right? So I don't know. Because I've started to do the rough drafts again, right? So hmm. Export. Wait, let me see if I have my things open first. Page 10. Okay, page 10. Good hour and 40 grind? Yeah. That's pretty much all the energy I had anyways. Like it's just a bunch of these are all like YouTube folders because the thing that I use downloads directly into my onto my desktop. So guess from page 10. Okay, first we'll do the lossless. Gray. Crop mark. Scale 100. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, so on this screen, it looks, I guess it's what you guys are getting, but you guys are getting even worse than what it looks like here because of the compression via stream. But like the screen that I have above this one in my setup is like a 5K monitor. It looks so crisp. I want to eventually get a different thing. This Huion tablet that I'm using, it was really really cheap. It has like a fine noise grain on the actual screen. It has a little bit of chromatic aberration too, to like not even just the colors but the blacks. There's like a slight border of like yellow or green or something that I can notice. And it's only 1080. Um, they have a model that fixes all of that. I think it's like a 16-inch model, but it's too expensive. I mean, like, even if I were to buy it, on sale. I don't know if my computer will agree with it because it's a higher resolution that it has to now output as a separate monitor, right? So I don't know. Yeah, 5K monitors. There used to be 10 years ago. There used to be 27-inch screens, not screens, 27-inch iMacs, right? And iMacs come with their own like screen. Everything's kind of like built into. It's a giant iPad essentially. Um, they discontinued the 27-inch model because they're gay, and now I don't know if they even have the same resolution for their new monitors. But even though it outputs 5K, I have it outputting 2.5K because I can't tell the difference really between 2.5K and higher resolutions. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference to me. But yeah, it looks good. I'm just trying to look at it to see like if there's errors with like I don't know gaps or shading problems or something. Because sometimes when you export whatever you did in terms of like clipping and reference, clipping and masks and stuff like that gets kind of messy. Can delete these, can delete that. Let's see what the time lapse looks like. Wait a minute. Hmm. I feel like he lost some structure because of how I simplified the face. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh well. I brought some of it back when I actually inked it, but still. Let's just export it. Page 10, 15 seconds, export. Okay, save to the desktop. Nice. Something that Clip Studio needs to improve on is they need to give us the option to increase the size of the recordings. Because I'd like to, like when I make the YouTube shorts or whatever, have like a higher resolution to work with there for some of the videos. The full video is, I guess, 24 minutes. All right, so we have at least a quarter, 25% of the process uh for the what's it called? The layout stage. It's hard to tell with the just like the clean line stages because I am doing texture on the hair and lining simultaneously. And then like I start to do the actual texture work around here. So let's just say 50% of the process is line work, and then the last quarter is texture. And then the very, very end here, I actually did this really quickly, so I'm happy about that. The dialogue and that stuff. It probably isn't intended for being a recording or a video making software. Yeah, true. Don't know how much they would have to put on the back, but drawing programs are heavy already. This program, I mean, Clip Studio Paint, they gave me a spec warning. I guess their upcoming models might have features that are too heavy for my current computer to run well. It's already been the case for a lot of their like I don't know 3D and all that stuff. I'm gonna export that when I'm done streaming because that's gonna take a while. It always takes like 30 minutes or something. But yeah, um, if I had better specs, that wouldn't be a problem. And I think that they're gonna add some features potentially like that. Because technically, what's it called? Procreate and the ones that I have on my iPad, the different drawing apps, which I need to work more in, they do have options for you to record your time lapses in higher quality, lower quality, whatever quality you want, really. So if they can figure that out for desktop, that would be nice. If those programs could come to desktop, that would be also nice because that's more competition. I feel like a lot of what's making companies suck is they become too comfortable being successful. And now it's a game of bare minimum for the customer. But yeah, let me see here. Hmm. All right. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll export this. I'll play I'll play a game, then huh, yeah, then I'll wash up and I'll see if I feel like playing more game. Cause like what I do is I wrap my hair up and I don't like sleeping on it like that because then it becomes even more crazy. And like it's wet hair, right? It's not comfortable to sleep with. Yeah, I should probably eat something too. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Thanks for hanging around. I'll see you when I see you. Probably, hopefully tomorrow, but maybe on at least on Thursday. I might be busy tomorrow, and then I'll see you on Thursday, and then we'll be off for a bit, and I'll see you on Monday or whatever. Okay, bye.